I was told more than once that because the cancer had spread to my bones, it was considered incurable. But as a relatively young woman with a wonderful husband and 3 beautiful children, I had absolutely no interest in letting cancer win. I believed that somehow I could be free of it. I remember my son asking me how long it would take to get rid of the cancer, and I told him 3 years. 3 years, sweetheart. It's not going to be immediate, but I reckon 3 years. Unbelievably, almost to the month, 3 years later, I was told I had achieved the medically improbable. I was in remission from metastatic thyroid cancer. Now, after learning more about radioactive iodine treatment for thyroid cancer, this is my theory as to what may have happened. Firstly, I truly believe that this is a miracle and that I have been hugely blessed. But I also believe that faith and action work together. And that is where I have been thinking about a metaphor to explain how I understand my journey. Now, when I was a child, there was this fabulous show I watched with my family called Gladiators. It has recently made a comeback. And now, as a family, we absolutely love watching it together. My children's favourite gladiators are Legend, Viper, Fury, and Diamond. These are men and women who have trained for years to become incredibly powerful, strong, and fit. The show puts very fit but still normal contestants up against them in different challenges. One of the events is called Duel. In it, the gladiator and the contestant stand on raised platforms, each holding what looks like a giant cotton bud, and they battle to knock each other off. Now, stay with me. This is where the metaphor connects to my story. In my mind, I compare the cancer to Fury. She is powerful and extremely difficult to beat. It would be highly, highly unlikely that little unfit me, with barely any cardio or weight training, could knock Fury off her pedestal. I could try, but almost 10 times out of 10, Fury would win. But what if I recruited Diamond to fight alongside of me? And now in this metaphor, Diamond represents the 3 doses of radioactive iodine treatment that I had. Each dose was like Diamond stepping in and attacking Fury with enormous force. But unlike the TV show, this was not a game. This was a battle to the death. After 3 attacks, Fury, or the cancer, was bruised, battered, and limping. Still alive perhaps, but weakened. And this is where I believe my part mattered too. At that point, I feel that if I had lived in a way that did not support my body, eating an average diet full of processed foods, red meat, refined sugar, processed drinks and alcohol, or smoking, then in essence, I think I would have been helping Fury, or the cancer, recover. I may have been giving it the strength to rise again, and angrier and more determined, ready to attack with even more force. But instead, what I tried to do was the opposite. I tried to eat a mostly, I say mostly, whole food, plant-focused, refined, sugar-free diet, with lots of whole grains, fruits and vegetables every day. I took supplements to support my immune system. I drank herbal teas from different cultures, some of which have been studied in laboratory settings for their potential anti-cancer and immune-supporting properties. I exercised to help strengthen my body. I practiced regular visualizations and affirmations, which supported my mind, helped my hope and my immune system. I had beautiful weekly full-body massages to help my body relax and release toxins. I tried to reduce the stress in my daily life, wherever I could, and I prayed with conviction that my body might be able to overcome what I had been told was almost impossible. In essence, I tried to do everything within my power to give my body and immune system as much support as possible, so that it could continue attacking the bruised and damaged, but according to the scans, still active cancer cells in my bones. Now, I don't know for certain why I'm in remission, and I know firsthand friends and family who have passed from cancer. Cancer is vicious and indiscriminate, and I know that medically, radioactive iodine was a huge part of my treatment and healing. I know I was lucky to have a slow-growing cancer, and I know that I was incredibly blessed. That said, I feel it's so important to emphasize the difference I feel it made to live the way I did alongside the medical treatment. To focus not just on the medical, but also on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, faith and works. Now, whether I just got lucky, I will never know, but that's how I understand it, and that's how I explain it to my kids, and that's how I explain to them that I managed to achieve the medically improbable by beating incurable cancer. I hope this helps for anybody out there battling cancer, or for people who have friends or family with cancer, and I wish you all of the luck in the world. Take care.